The ultimate sign of success isn't a full calendar, but an empty one. This quote popped up on my Twitter feed last week, courtesy of @MVMoneyVisuals, and I have to say, I fundamentally disagree. In this video, why the ultimate sign of success isn't an empty calendar, but instead it's a calendar filled with flexibility and purpose. Hi everyone, I'm Martin Bamford, a chartered financial planner, personal finance YouTuber, and money author. On this channel, I talk about personal finance, investing, and happiness. I make these videos to help you become wealthier and happier. If that sounds like a great result, click on that little red subscribe button, become part of our subscriber community. It's completely free, and you'll never miss an episode. I've been away from YouTube for a while, and in talking today about calendars and success, I'll explain why. This tweet then, which in fairness to MVMoneyVisuals was updated a little later to say the ultimate sign of success isn't a full calendar, but an intentional one. This tweet is important because it relates to the 4 pillars of wealth. I've talked about these 4 pillars before: financial wealth, status, flexibility or freedom, and health. All too often we focus on the first 2, financial wealth and status, and we focus on those at the expense of the others, freedom and flexibility and health. It's only later in life that we realise that the true measure of wealth, or success if you like, is actually weighted towards the latter, freedom or flexibility and health. The wealthiest people that I know, and those I've had the pleasure of working with in my career as a financial planner, they place more emphasis on freedom, flexibility and health than they do on financial wealth and status. In most cases, thinking about the wealthiest people I know, they display what a mate of mine always described as stealth wealth. This approach is why the most financially successful people out there also tend to be the people that drive old cars, live in pretty modest houses, and generally keep a low profile. They aren't out there flashing the cash or engaging in acts of conspicuous consumption. Those that appear the wealthiest are so often the ones in the most debt. That is not all to say that financial wealth and status are irrelevant. Having income, cash and investments behind you can, when used properly, facilitate more freedom and flexibility, and also better health. If you have passive or recurring income, you free up the time to do the things that you've always wanted to do. And if you can afford to eat healthy food, get plenty of exercise and get quality sleep, then your measure of health as wealth will improve too. The trap I think you must avoid is an empty calendar. That's a horrible, horrible idea. When we work with new retirees and they tell us that their plan for retirement is to do nothing, we cringe. A study published just a couple of years ago found that it takes, on average, a little over a year for retirement boredom to set in. The research of 1,000 retirees commissioned by the National Citizen Service found 10% of retirees were bored of retirement and looking for something else to do after just 5 months away from work. A further 27% said retirement had left them with more spare time than they had anticipated. Over 2/3 of retirees believe that returning to work, at least on a part-time basis, would give them more sense of purpose. If financial freedom is your goal, then make sure you have a plan for how you will spend your time, what your calendar will look like. If retirement from work will involve endless rounds of golf, crossing the oceans on a cruise ship, or watching daytime television, I would urge you to reconsider your plans. You will get bored of that lifestyle extremely quickly. This tweet saying the ultimate sign of success isn't a full calendar but an empty one, it resonated with me because I've spent the past few weeks thinking about my calendar. It's been the school summer holidays with the kids at home, my wife off work too. She's a primary school teacher but starting a new job this term. And I find the school holidays are always a little bit strange in our house. I find myself spending 6 weeks each summer mildly resenting Becky and the kids for their ability to do whatever they like while I've still got work to get done. Except this summer it was a bit different. I'm getting to a stage with my 2 businesses where my involvement in one is much smaller than it used to be, and the work I do in the second gives me a great deal more choice about how and where I spend my time. Since the onset of the pandemic last year, I've been working from home in a log cabin. I call it the shed quarters. It's at the bottom of our garden. Not feeling obligated to get up every morning and head into an office to work with others has been a significant change in my working pattern after 20 plus years of office life, albeit mostly at an office nearby with a 1-mile daily commute. Rather than view my day as a 9 to 5, I've made a conscious decision now to list the standing tasks that I absolutely have to get done each day, and I aim to clear those as efficiently as possible. That leaves the rest of the day free. And that calendar freedom created by that approach means that I can spend time with my family, I can get some quality exercise, I can pursue my passions, street photography and wildlife photography. I'm creating free time that comes with purpose. And that, to me at least, is the ultimate sign of success. As Becky heads back to work this week on a part-time basis, I've set some rules for my calendar to create the time that I need to see the kids off to school in the morning, to walk the dogs and get some exercise, to ensure that I'm always home when the kids get home from school. The work I need to get done, I'm allocating specific time for that too, so it doesn't drift into the evenings and weekends. And that leaves that time free for family, exercise, photography, and also volunteering, the things that give me purpose. Over the summer, I've been prioritising those activities ahead of scripting, filming, editing and publishing YouTube videos. Sorry for going AWOL on you. What I'll be doing now that summer's over is finding a more sustainable rhythm for my content creation, for my video production. And for me, it's all about striking the right balance. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this subject. Is the ultimate sign of success an empty calendar or a purposeful one? Are you intentional with how you spend each hour of your day? Do you have a plan for how you'll spend your time when you achieve financial freedom? Thank you for watching this video. Until next time, I'm Martin Bamford. And remember, when it comes to your money, the more you know, the faster it can grow.